Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are doing well. Today we Alvan, Elzar, Elmir, Ilham and Haydar will talk about the final report of our social responsibility project, which is about decreasing the land pollution. We briefly will collaborate on introduction, which will create a ground for you to understand the topic, and then we will mention goals of our project, each member's role in the project, the challenging times that we live, significant results of the project with indicators, what we will do differently if we had an opportunity, the relationship in our team, and whether we had external partners or not. I hope you will like it, and if you have any questions, we are more than welcome to answer your questions at the end of the presentation. Firstly, let's start with a brief introduction to the project. Our team name is Pollution Preventers. We as a group decided to choose this name to achieve decreasing land pollution and achieve a clean city. We saw that there are many people that don't have any idea about the result of littering in our city. Some of them don't consider the possible detrimental outcome of their actions. Some people are also less educated about the consequence of pollution, and people approach the issue irresponsibly. For instance, we can see plastic bottles and bags in the streets of Baku city, beaches, and even in some parks. Unfortunately, irresponsibility against the environmental pollution, land pollution, increases day by day. Thus, we choose this topic for flourishing our city and expressing by increasing the amount of oxygen. We implemented our project via social media by sharing informative posts and pictures in order to increase the awareness of social media users. Now that I gave a brief information about the project, let's consider goals of our project. The goals of our project for this period after the progress report submission were measuring the social media users' understanding of the littering before our informative posts and after the informative posts. We were aiming to understand which type of informative and collaborative advertisements about land pollution is suitable for our audience. Thus, we had prepared informative and remarkable posts after we knew the result of the pre-survey. We also encouraged our followers to involve and respond to the survey actively. After we get our audience level of knowledge about the issue, we made informative posts and showed the negative consequences of land pollution. We also asked our audience to share these posts with their friends because we were aiming to reach a wide audience. After the result of the surveys, we compounded it and analyzed our long-term impact. As I informed you about goals of our project, it's also important to know each team member's role. After we received all questions by the group members, I chose the most proper questions for the pre-survey in order to measure the knowledge of people about the land pollution. We also added some new questions which should be included in the survey to learn the audience reaction and willingness. After that, Elzar formed the structure of the pre-survey with the questions and collected data from the respondents. After that, Elmir took the data of the pre-survey and analyzed each question's percentage. He showed each data in an explained manner to the group, and the group decided which kinds of posts to make. Both Ilham and Haydar created posts and informative pictures. All editorial stuff was done by Ilham and Haydar. After we did all things, Elzar and me worked on creating a second survey to evaluate the changing minds of respondents. Elzar formed and structured the second survey with the help of questions that were prepared by me. Now I give my floor to Elzar to speak about significant results of the project with indicators.
Thank you, Elvan. First of all, I would like to thank each member for their effort on the project. Now I'm going to talk about the significant results of the project and the indicators. As our goal was to share the information about pollution in Baku, I guess we succeeded. As you can see in the slide, over 1,000 people have seen our post and 100 of them shared it. Of course, it's not a big number when compared to the population of Baku. However, for a month duration, we think that it should be appreciated. Moreover, the quantity of views arises the question whether the people just passed it or understood the importance of the consequences of pollution. To clarify that, we conducted 2 surveys. Here are some examples of the survey questions. According to the first survey, 30% of the respondents are not sure whether the pollution is dangerous and a widespread problem in our city or not. On the other hand, In the second survey, 67.5% responses shows that the posts were effective. Moreover, the post changed 45% of the respondents' opinion about pollution in Baku, and 65% would like to attend in the projects about the land pollution in Baku. To conclude, the survey and Instagram statistics clearly indicates that our project have reached over 1,000 people, and more than 10% of them attended in the survey, in which over 55% of attendees are ready to attend in the projects, and more than 70% are aware of the pollution in Baku. Now I would like to give the floor to my teammate Ilham.
Thank you, Elzar. Hello, everybody. My name is Ilham Bishzadeh, and I will be talking about the things that we would do in other way if we had an opportunity to repeat this work. We are almost proud to say that we have done all of the work. However, let's assume that we have such an opportunity. First of all, our problem is not actually about the project, but is about quantity of survey attendees. People were ready to attend the survey, but as a payment was required, we had to limit the number of respondents. In other words, we have over 100 people attended in the survey, but we are able to see only 40 people's responses. Therefore, if we had such an opportunity, of course, we would find more survey applications. But on the other hand, we also somehow managed this. We used Instagram statistics to cover this gap. Also, Instagram statistics are not exact as surveys, but at least they are showing us amount of views. And this was helping us to calculate estimated results of the project. Thank you everybody for your attention. Now my groupmate Haydar will continue about the key lessons during these projects.
Thank you, Ilham. My name is Haydar Jafarov, and I will firstly talk about the key moments, which were as lesson not only for me but for all of us, and after about relationship with my teammates. First of all, as a member of a team, the key lesson was trust. Trust is the key to success. Very often, that lack of trust stems from fear, and it's usually nothing personal, but it ends up happening regardless. Our project also helped us as a group to develop our skills specific to collaborative efforts, for example, planning and managing time, giving, receiving feedback on our ideas, and break complex tasks into parts and steps. As to finish it with one word, our goal was to develop stronger communication skills. Second aspect I would like to talk is proper division of roles. When people are assigned to specific work, you can hold the proper person responsible if the certain part of the project is not done or not done correctly. Talking about not as a group member, but as for individual, I have learned a lot in this group project. As to reflect on topics, making discussions, and challenging difficulties all together with my group mates. Secondly, considering the relationship aspect between team members, we have a very friendly and full of respect atmosphere. Open communication between group mates, brutal honesty, getting to know each other personally, and showing trust are all ways to build a successful group. Communicating virtually is tough as there is no tone or facial expressions to interpret the message. However, we have a group in WhatsApp where we discuss details and do our best to reach our goal. Thank you for your attention. Now I give the floor to Elmir to continue.
Thank you, Haydar. To talk about the external partners, we were planning to get help from a regional municipality for choosing a polluted area and to contact with a non-governmental organization named EcoFront that has great experiences on pollution cleaning to reach more audience and cooperate with them on cleaning activities. Unfortunately, due to the current pandemic situation and restrictions by the government, we were not able to achieve these cooperations and implement location-based activities. However, we did not stop and decided to replace the activities with informative photos and surveys. During the preparation of materials, the EcoFront organization helped us to share their photos while cleaning and their knowledge on the issue. In conclusion, I will state that Social Responsibility Project was one of the most beneficial and entertaining activities for us to make a growth and improve our group work skills. This project did not only enable us to have experience in the leader-follower area, but also gave us an opportunity for contributing to our city, changing other people's minds, and encouraging them to be a part of the project. We did not only show the essence of the issue, but we also learned a lot during the research and implementation. Knowing that we could reach our voices to a broad audience inspired us to be successful in our next project tasks and future job career. I would suggest all students have a chance to participate in such a contributive and educating activity. Thank you for your attention.